Hi, everyone. Go ahead, Helen.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Helen. So today we will be interviewing one of our successful couples in our community, digital business community, Roxanne and Dave. So before we bring them to the stage, we are gonna stream just a short video clip of how they paid off their mortgage in less than 3 years just by doing this business. So, Sandy, over to you.
Here we go. You call me, this is Christian. How can I help you?
We're just calling here to find out the process of paying off our mortgage.
Okay, Roxanne, so you're calling today to pay out the mortgage?
Yes.
Okay, are you planning on paying it with your own money? Are you selling your home?
Own money. Own savings,
money,
yeah.
Okay. So to do that, what you would need to do is send a request by email.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What are you doing?
I get the money
For what?
for the mortgage, pay off the balance. 149,000. The last remaining balance.
Here we go.
Yay! Thank you, Lord.
Amazing.
Here we go.
Pay off our mortgage.
Thank you.
Yay!
Mortgage free. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Woo! Mortgage free. Yay!
Yeah! 3, 2, 1. To
God be the glory. We're mortgage free.
All right. So, are you gonna bring them in?
Okay, so let's introduce ourselves. So, Ayo, you want to start introducing yourself?
Absolutely, yeah. So, hi everyone, and welcome to another time with us today. My name is Ayo, like you know, and then I'm originally from Nigeria. I'm an IT professional working full time and running my online business with my business partners there. And we are glad to share to bring in this couple that are going to share their stories, their success stories with everyone. And I'm sure that we will all be inspired today to start our own journey as well.
Okay, Helen.
Hi, everyone. My name is Helen. I'm a digital business owner, as you see. And I'm original from Nigeria. I reside in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and I am a nurse. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, and I'm currently living in Surrey, BC, Canada. I work in the movie industry, but I'm also doing my digital business. Sorry. Okay, so now let's have Dave and Roxanne coming to the stage, and let them introduce themselves. Hi, Dave and Roxanne.
Hello.
Hey.
Thanks, Andy, Ayudel, and Helly. Thanks for having us here.
It's an honor
Thank you
to.
for coming and sharing your story with us.
Yes, we're excited. It's always a pleasure and honor to do this.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so yeah, you want to introduce yourself? Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so I originally was from the Philippines. I moved to Canada in 1996. My background is engineering, and before doing the online business full time, I was a general manager.
Yeah, for me, I moved also from the Philippines in 2004 with my parents and siblings from the Philippines. And prior to the online business, I was working full time in finance in a government job. And now we're doing this full time as well.
Mhm.
That's great. So you're talking a little about the video that we just watched. What was um, your feelings to have accomplished that milestone?
Yeah, so we were looking. It's interesting because a lot of people have played that video, but every time we relive that, it's just the joy, the excitement, the relief, right?
Yeah.
And also more importantly, because we started this thing, we were in a very negative position. And we're gonna probably dive into that story. But getting to that point under 3 years, it's just unbelievable. All we can say that is only by the grace of God, right?
Yeah, it feels amazing to, like, because we used to live in an apartment, two-bedroom apartment, and we were renting for over 10 years, and it was hard. We got evicted, we lost our jobs, and we were scared. We didn't know what to do, and just owning a home, it's already a blessing for us.
Mhm.
And plus now, for under 3 years, we're able to pay that off. That's really a big accomplishment, and we feel very blessed to be able to do that because of the online business.
Mhm.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so we want to start with the questions. Ayo, you want to start with the first question?
Yeah, absolutely. So my question will be, when did you actually start this online business, and then what it actually moved you to think that, oh yes, we need another side income?
Yeah, so we started in October 2018, but we actually saw an ad probably in June or July,
Mhm.
and Roxanne was very skeptical, so I had to put on my best charm, best smile, right? To, to make her finally decide to do it as well.
Mhm.
But the reason why we started this is way back actually, where we on our entrepreneurial journey is because when I was going out with Roxanne, she was still my ex girlfriend, now my wife, right? She she said she wants to retire her parents, and I was
Mhm.
like, okay, and I said yes. The reason why is because my dad died when I was 3. When I moved to Canada here, 1996. Just months later, we found out my mom had breast cancer. In 97, she died. So I really don't have parents to give back to. So I said,
Mhm.
okay, let's do it. That's why we started our entrepreneurial journey way back.
Mhm.
That's why we never stopped trying, right? So
Yeah, like, and then we realized that even though we have great careers, we have we I finished paralegal because I wanted to be a lawyer before, and he's an engineer. And even though we have great income, it's still not enough. It's just enough for the two of us and our future kids at the time. So we realized that, what, helping my parents in the retirement is not possible if we don't do something different. So that's why we've been doing side hustles, businesses on the side on top of our careers. And in 2018, that's when we found the business. And why really, what really interests us in this business is the ability to be able to attract clients, business partners, all over the world. Our business is not restricted in one country, one city,
Mhm.
right? Because most of our businesses, it's limited to just our own city, and sometimes it's hard because it's limited to your friends and families, referrals, right? So with the online business, we saw, like, that we can attract through using social media, so YouTube, Facebook, and that what attracted us. And for the past 5 years, our clients and our business partners are all over the world. It
Mhm.
98% of them are the people that we don't know, and that's the
Mhm.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So second question, Helen.
Yeah, this they have already answered this question about skepticism, but I'll still ask a little bit of question regarding that. I know your husband was not skeptical, but you were. So how did he convince you to really start the business with him?
That's a great question, because it took him many, many months to convince me, because I know that if I see something really good, I would jump in right away. So it took, like, he will tell me, hey, can you watch this, just a free workshop? And I said, no, 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 I don't want to watch it. I was skeptical because maybe it's the same thing that will fail us. I have to approach friends and families, and that really turned me off. And how he convinced me is really just, he's showing me real people, that
Mhm.
are getting results. People like us that are immigrants, people that are older than us, have more kids than us, have more jobs than us, people that doesn't speak much English, and they're getting the results that we want. Quitting their jobs, paying off their homes, paying off their debts, and just traveling without worries. And that really inspired me that, hey, if these people can do it, maybe we can do it as well. And that, after a while, I said, okay, fine, let's watch the workshop, and that really inspired me to start it.
yeah, for
Mhm.
people
Wow.
that are watching and they have skeptical spouses, I learned this long time ago in sales that facts tell, stories sell, right? It's the stories that will actually allow people to see that, if they can do it, we can as well, right? So
Mhm.
Mm.
Yep.
So,
So we have some viewers. We have Hyvie Isa. Thank you for watching. And if you can let us know where are you watching from. And then our next question is so, what challenges do you face during your business journey, and how do you overcome them? And then, what advice would you give to someone who is going through their business journey, and then like as you like a lot of people know that like the business journey is not always like happy. There's like downtimes too. So, for someone who's going through a downtime, what would you recommend to them or to inspire them?
yeah, a lot of people see our success, and it seems like it's overnight. But I always tell people want the glory, but they don't know the story, right? So before this online business, we failed in 24 businesses. So that was already all the struggles and failures we did. Like, we tell you the stories of the painstaking nights and things that we've done. We'll be here overnight, but I think the biggest shift that people need to have in order to get through any challenges they have is they need to switch from a lottery mentality, which means that I pay into this thing and then money will just fall off the sky, right?
Mhm.
But switch to a career mentality, right? You guys talked about your career, nurse, right? You're in IT, you're in the
Movie.
film industry, right? So when you were taking your course, how long did it take you guys? Like, Sandy, how long was your course?
Uh, it
Was it
was a
2 years?
2 year. Actually, I studied like theater.
Theater, how long
Um,
was that? 2 years?
2 years, yes.
Nursing, how long was nursing?
the first one, just a year, but for bachelor, it takes up to 4 years.
four
Mhm.
years.
Yeah.
What about an IT?
Yeah, 4 years and then masters 2 years.
2 years.
Wow.
Did you have struggles when you went through that?
Absolutely.
Right? And the reason why you finished is because you were clear that you have to go through this thing and to
Mm-hmm.
graduate, right? And was there any guarantee, like, that when you graduate you're gonna get a job? Was there any guarantee, right?
No.
No.
You paid the price ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? Time and money. But because
Mm-hmm.
the mentality was that this is a career shift, I have to finish it first.
Mm-hmm.
I have the skills first, put in the time first
Mm-hmm.
to be able to earn the money.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the mistake of all people when they go through struggle, because their mentality is a lottery mentality. I didn't,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this thing. I'm gonna make this
And
thing. No,
see if it
if
works.
it's gonna work, no, that's not how it works. But if you have that mentality that, what, in 2 to 3 years from now, I'm gonna learn the skill set. Here's a question: what if I tell you 2 years from now you're gonna make six figures, you have no boss, and you can be anywhere in the world? Would you do it? Would you do it? Right? This career, would you do it? Let's say you
Mm-hmm.
don't get paid for 2 years. Would you do that career? Right? No boss, anywhere. You would, right? We do that in our careers. Why not here? I'm telling you, we've been here 5 years. It's more than any careers,
Mm-hmm.
income
Mm.
wise, time wise, and we've done is a shift.
Yeah.
If people will know the promise, they will pay the price, right?
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
paid all the price.
Yeah, and really the challenges really is it it comes down from the mindset because aside from the challenges is really technical, right? Like how to do advertising, social media, learning about Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising, how to do this video interviews, right? Doing go lives. That's really the challenge here in this online business, right? But once you learn that, but the great news is really you have mentorship, you have coaching, the support is there. It's up
Mm-hmm.
to you to keep doing it, to keep sucking at it in the beginning, to still keep going even if the results are not there. So the
Mm-hmm.
challenge is the main challenge is really in your mind. How
Yeah.
can you keep going if the results are not there? Even if
Mm-hmm.
you spend money on advertising, if not the results are not there, how can you say yourself, you know what, in the next 2 to 4 years, I'm going to learn this digital business, digital marketing, I'm going to be expert at it, and even if I'm not earning that much or maybe less than what I want, right? I'm still gonna go through, push through. Because for us, really, like when we started, that's our challenge, really, advertising. I was tempted to stop, right? But then, you know what? A good thing I have Dave, because like he reminds me, like, you know what, this is our commitment, right? We
Mm-hmm.
cannot stop, right? So if you have that mind shift, that you know what, that's how we overcome our challenge, right? It's really being patient, but also the ability to not be emotionally attached to the results, but instead be addicted to the activities. What are
Mm-hmm.
the activities that you need to do? Posting, right? Advertising. If you can master that, right? Trainings, right? There's only a few that you can master, right? And be very good at it. Like you and I, like we're all immigrants, we're all hardworking. If you can work hard in your jobs, in your career, why not here in
Mm-hmm.
online business, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
really for people that, feeling down or have challenges on, on pursuing their dreams, really think about your
That's normal.
promise. Yeah, that's normal. We felt
Mm-hmm.
that way and we almost gave up. But good thing, when there's sometimes mornings that we're so grateful and we will say, you know what, good thing we didn't give up. Because if we
Mm-hmm.
give up, where would we be? We're still going to be stuck
Yeah.
on our 9 to 5 day jobs, right? And still
Mhm.
have that limited time off, right? But
Mm-hmm.
because we sacrifice, and I know, many in the online community sacrifice a lot, and I know you guys too will have that results and continue to have that
But the
results.
funny thing is, it's the same when you go through a career and your job.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
only difference is that you have to, right? The problem here is that you don't have to,
yeah,
right? So
it's an option.
think about it. Like, can you tell your boss, "I don't have a good day today. My
Right.
son, can I not go to work today?" Can you do that? No, you can't. You're fired, right? You're like, I feel like going to this semester,
Hmm.
this 3 months, but the next 6 months, I don't feel like showing up. Can you?
Mm-hmm.
No, right? That
Yeah.
is the huge difference here. If people can set that in their mind, like Roxanne said, when you graduate, you will be free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Free. That's
Yeah.
the promise. That's the promise, right?
So
So
I
Yeah,
just want, like, know, like, it's blessed to have two people, if one person is falling, the other person will catch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what can you tell to just a person who is doing this and facing a lot of challenges and nobody to support him or her? What can
that's
you
a
tell
good
them?
yeah, that's a good question, Helen. What I will do, just like you guys are doing, have accountability friends in
Yeah.
the online community. You don't need to have a partner. There's only a few people that are doing this full time, like doing this as a partner, right, as a couple. But if my sister is doing this, right, and she's just by herself, right, so it's challenging, I know, if you only have one person, right, if you're just yourself. So find people in the online community that have the same mindset. Maybe have some friends, maybe like a family member that can support you. But if your surroundings are not there, like to support you, then have
Mm,
accountability, make friends, because you can, most of the time, if you have friends, you cannot quit on a friend, but you can quit
Yeah.
on a business that you don't know anyone, right?
but I think
Yeah.
the
yes, yeah,
first
it's
is
true. Yeah.
the first thing is you need to challenge your story.
Yeah,
You have to challenge your story because most people, it's a story that say,
yeah,
"There's two people, I'm only one."
yeah.
No, that's a story. Katrina Luna O'Malley, right? Our one of our mentees, very successful, right? Her husband was very, very skeptical when she started. Today she's very successful. So you should challenge the story and say, it's not just Dave and Roxanne, there's a couple can do it. There's also one person that have a skeptical husband or success. She
Mm-hmm.
can.
Yeah,
I can. That's my story. We gotta change
Mm-hmm.
that. It's just a story put in our
yeah,
head, right?
Yeah.
And also I think you have to remember your why.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
always.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mm,
Yeah. It's all about mindset, I would say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So the next question, Ayo.
So, what would you say are your biggest accomplishments so far?
Yeah, we're gonna be here all day. We're gonna talk about a lot of things, but
I
Okay,
know I
just
got
one.
Yeah.
a lot of milestones.
One.
no, we're gonna take
Just
everyone
one.
back so that everybody has a little bit of a perspective. In
Yeah.
October 2018, when we started the business, because we failed in 24 businesses, we were in $86,000 in consumer debt.
Mm.
A lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah.
That is a huge thing. You
mm.
can't sleep at night. I have more gray hairs growing than I wanted to, right? Creditors were calling,
Or
right?
we're arguing
We were
about
arguing.
finances.
And when
Mm.
we do a budget, it's not a budget, we fight, right? And on top of that, what really brought us to the lowest low is that, we were already in debt. We had no savings. We got evicted from the place we were living in,
Mm.
eviction notice. And that's where we started. And if people say, I don't have money to start this business, welcome to the club, right? If people say I'm in debt, hey, high five, right? If people say I'm struggling, hey, give you that's where we started,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
right? Our first biggest accomplishment is that we had a career mentality. So we're gonna go all in. In 16 months, we paid off $86,000 consumer debt. We were debt free.
Mhm. Mm.
16 months. And people that are watching this that are in debt, that were in our situation, we
Mm.
know how that feels. But
Mhm.
we also know how it feels to be on the other side.
Yeah.
You know, we know how it's stressed, but we also know how it's debt free. For some
Mm.
reason, when you're debt free, the sun just shines a bit brighter, right? Your
Yeah.
jump a bit higher, your smile is a bit bigger,
Yeah.
your hug is a bit tighter, right? You no, that feeling, whatever it is for you, the funny thing is it's the same. We
Yeah.
Mm.
want that feeling for you that are watching this thing. Because whatever you're trying to accomplish, that joy feeling, the excitement feeling, it's the same when you cross it.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to have the perspective that we are also started way in a negative position than a
Mm.
lot of people. So I hope what you can get from this is if we can do it, you can. That's one of the first biggest accomplishment. But there's a lot more things after that. You saw in the mortgage and all those
Yeah,
things, right?
yeah, that's the biggest one. And then we started to, save up for home. So that's, that's imagine, saving up for 10% of our home, right? So that's, and then we're able to save cash for furnitures. Um, so, and also being able to quit our corporate jobs. I think it's really like satisfying. I remember dreading coming to work, going to traffic, and like sometimes I just want to be, stay home and be with Dave. He quit the corporate jobs after 14 months of doing the online business, and for me about 29 months, and I was 5 months pregnant. So I was really like grateful for it because I don't have to wait for the 9 months. And then
Mm.
after a year of our son, I called my boss because he was communicating with me by email, by phone, and saying, "Hey, are you coming back?" and all that. And I said, "You know what? I appreciate you and all that, but I'm
Bye.
not coming back."
Hasta luego. Hasta la
I
vista.
said that our online business is doing well, and I want to support
Mm.
my husband
Yeah.
and be with my our son, right? So it's that option. It feels amazing to have that option,
Yeah.
our corporate jobs. And now for the past 2 to 3 years, we're boss free, and that's, I think that's one of our biggest accomplishment. And
Mm.
after you pay off your debts and everything, right, your our mind from there, in 2020, that's when we started to, let's pay off the home, right? If we can, maybe instead of 25 years of
Mhm.
our mortgage, why can't we, maybe if we can pay off in 5 years or 10
Mm.
years, it's great. But thanks be to God, we're able to pay it off in under 3 years.
Yeah.
So that's,
My gosh, that
yeah, that's
is
the biggest.
nice. Oh,
Think about it
wow.
from being evicted, right?
Yeah.
From being evicted,
Mhm.
buying a property, and to
Mhm.
to paying it off, right? To never be evicted again, right? That was kind
No.
of our thing.
Yeah,
So
and I think the last one is, how our desire started, way back 2007. I have that dream of retiring my parents. So my
Mhm.
dad retired already a long time, in like 2018, right? So it's only my mom that's been working for the longest time, and every time I see her, I feel that pain that she's still working. So before she turned 60, we surprise her, we give her that retirement gift, like a card saying that, what, you no longer have to go back to work, and that fills our heart that she doesn't need to go back to work. And now we're going to Vegas next month, so next week,
Oh,
so she doesn't need to work there. So it's
Mhm.
amazing, and she can spend time with her mom. And like my grandma is 84 years old, so just being able to give her that freedom, I think it's
Mhm.
priceless for us, right? So
Yeah.
we warned you. It's not one big accomplishment. We just a bit of it.
so you're using your wealth to bless your family.
Yeah.
Yes.
How are you blessing the world with the same wealth?
Yeah. So we also talked about that. We didn't get a chance to share. Oh, this is awesome. So when we started the business, one of the actually when we started the entrepreneur journey, one of the reason was to give back to our ministry
mhm,
because we always have an ache in our heart that when the ministry needed something,
Mm.
instead of raising funds, we just wanted to give it to our ministry. So um, y- again, through the blessing of this business, I always say that wealth is neutral, right? And I
mm,
love this best definition I heard of one of our mentors. That he's one of our spiritual mentors. He's a preacher, and he said that the ultimate purpose of wealth is to love, and
Mm.
it's to give, right. So first to your family, and then when you're overflowing with it, then you can give back to others. So ministry wise, in twice now we've done this. Our ministry wanted to send young people to a church planting conference in the U.S., and they could only afford three. Again, from the blessing of this business, we said we can sponsor three, so we paid for their flights, accommodation, so they can go. We didn't only do it once; did it twice. We sponsor full-time missionaries now. How many we sponsor? I don't even know. Three, four,
Three, yeah,
three full-time
and
missionaries,
then five
five
students.
students in underprivileged countries, right? That's what you can do with wealth, right? So it starts with your own family, and when it overflows, when your cup overflows,
Mm-hmm.
and give to others, right? So
Yeah.
And that is fulfilling. The
Yeah.
feeling is really,
one
yeah.
thousand percent, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ayo, do you want to read some of the our viewers? So
So Cam, thank you for joining us, Cam. Virginia, Abidemi, Queenie, thank you all for joining us. I hope we are getting some things from here. I hope you are inspired by the stories you're hearing today. Thank you for joining us, and please stay tuned. We are almost done, but then we are not there yet.
uh, okay, so we have Hyvie Isa from Doha, Qatar. Kim Estrella was from Japan. Christian Adebomehin from UK. Ayo Tolu from
That's
also just
me.
joined us. Oh, that's good. Sorry. um, she was just commenting for
Nice.
through. Um, Virginia Winter, hello, coaches, to you, Dave and Roxanne. Hello, everyone. Abidemi, watching from UAE, watching from the Philippines, Queenie Mendoza,
Wow.
and Camestrella, powerful stories. Mari J. Stewart Flores, super inspiring, thank you, from New Jersey. And who else do we have here? Mari J. Stewart Flores. Oh, yeah, that one I did, sorry.
Yeah, Carlota.
And Carlota Stana from Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next question. Um, so if someone asks you what your digital business is all about, what would you say?
Yeah, so it's a very good question. So we just basically tell people, we help people that want to start an online business but doesn't know how to start it from scratch. We provide the sales tools, training, mentorship, right, to do that. So if you want to start an online business, we have a simple system and platform for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Ayo.
So what is the process for somebody that wants to start today? Like
Yeah.
now.
So
Watch the workshop.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically that's the process anyways. You need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
watch
well, we
the
do
90
have,
minutes.
yeah, because the workshop really is the beginning, right? It is a free
Mm-hmm.
90 minutes workshop, and then if you see there's a fit for you, right? Because it is a like an info session,
Yeah.
educational, where you have options, right? You will see normal everyday people sharing their testimonials at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can choose. First thing is from the information you learned, you can start on your own. You can find your own products, find your own training, get your own funnels, and create your own train or systems and funnels, right? And we did that before this online business, so we knew how hard it was. But or or work with us, right? What we provide is that, all the tools and training, mentorship, the products, we've chosen it for you already. So we do have the one-time registration, right? So if they do want to decide that, and after that we have a 30 days money back guarantee, and if they don't like it, then we can refund them. That's simple,
Yep.
right? So, but the great news is you have this amazing people, mentors, and
Mm-hmm.
coaches that can guide them.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
And Helen.
Okay, so the last question has been also answered. So, um, so for people, like every business, there will be an investment. You have to pay into it, right? To start a business. So some people, they don't really have the money at all and they really want to do the business. What can you tell them?
Who has the money? I didn't have the money. $86,000 in
Yep.
debt, right?
Mhm.
So here's what I tell people. When people see the
Yeah.
value, they will find a way. So for
Yeah.
example, right, I'll tell you, Helen, you're in BC, right? You're in BC.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
So I live in Calgary. I have a job for you here that's gonna pay you $200,000. This is a guaranteed job. But here's your problem. You have no money for the flights to come here.
Mhm.
What are you
Mm.
gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? Right? Are you gonna say, no way, I ain't getting 200,000? No way, no. You know what we'll do? People will find a way when they
Yeah.
see the value. What if I tell you 2 years from now, if you take this course, and if
Mm.
you learn the high leverage and and high income skill, you will be free more than your job. You will
Yeah.
have your kids. You will pay off your mortgage if you wanted to, right? You can travel the world. Your boss
Mm.
will give you a thumb on you that tells you
Yeah.
you only have 3 weeks vacation.
Yeah.
Why you want to do that, right? So what if, right? People will find a way, right?
Yeah.
If they don't, people will go into a car dealership. No, have no car. They have no money. They're broke as broke. They come out with a car.
We
Why?
were like that.
Mm-hmm.
We came in to buy a Honda. We came out of a Mercedes, right? Because the value is there. It can be free. So people don't have any money. When you go to school, you have no money,
Yeah.
right? You will find a way. The good thing is we have all the available resources for you if you want to, right? If you want to, we can't make you want it. You
Mhm.
gotta want it because we can put anybody can start this business because we have you have no money, we can find the money for you if you want to, right?
We have financing
Yeah, we
options.
started this thing. We're in debt. We have zero, not only zero, we're negative $86,000 in consumer debt. Like we're in the negative today. Not only are we in the positive, we're free. That's what's available for you, right? And your family, and creating a legacy for your future generation. This is not some a career. This is not some career. This is my conviction. That's why everybody will do a coaching call with me. Right? Like, yeah, put it. Let me start this thing. Right? It's about conviction. Right? You gotta believe in this thing. Right? So that's
Yeah,
all I can
like
say.
you have to believe that like everyone has money if they see the value. Like everyone has time if they prioritize it, right? Because like
Mhm.
some people will say, I have no money. I have no time for this business. But you know what? If they see the value, if they know it's important, they will make time, they will make a way.
Yeah.
Here's a thing I learned a long time ago. This is your value. This is people's wallet, right? Like this, right? I have no money. I have no money. But if you stack the value, right, heavy enough, the wallet will come out, right? See, that's it's a pendulum, right? If they could see the value, if they see that it can pay their debts off, pay a house, be free, right? If they can, if they can be, travel without worries, if they can, boom, it comes out, right?
And also you have to challenge if someone is asking or people are watching this and that's their hindrance, that's their challenge, right? You have to challenge this with a question and say, okay, you have no money, and how long have
Mhm.
you had this time that you have no money? Maybe
That's why you need this.
yeah, that's why you need this, because if you have money right now, do you think in 5 years from now you have money? You know what I mean? So it's just like really like if they don't do this right, is there a different vehicle? And if
Yeah.
there is, for that it's great. It's I believe it's not for everybody, for sure, right?
Mhm.
Because some
Mhm.
people, they don't like to show their faces. We can't change them right? So they have to realize that, okay, this vehicle is a must for me in my life. This is the solution for my problem. And if we can show it to them without trying to convince them, because if you convince them to pay the registration, you have to convince them to do the business every single day. So you need to let them know, you know what, it's up to
It
you.
has to be a
Yeah, it
decision.
Mhm.
has to be their
Mhm.
own decision. Well, like for us, we don't convince, we don't force people, because I don't want to drag people to do the training, right? So
Mhm.
all we can do as mentors and coaches is, hey, you know what? I'm here for your journey. If you need me, I'm here. We have all the tools and support. But of course, any real business requires time and money to start,
Not
right?
just business, any career,
Any career, yeah.
anything you
Oh, yeah,
want
any
to
career.
earn money from, even your job, you gotta put in the
Mhm.
time. The question
Mhm.
is that vehicle you're in is it
Yeah.
gonna get you to your goals that you wanted, right? Because people are in a vehicle somehow, and we're all going to a financial destination, right? Whatever it is, paying off your home, paying off your debt, is it gonna get you there, right? For most people, the answer is no, right? People will work a
Mhm.
lifetime and retire,
Yeah.
right? They have debts, and it's gonna take them forever to pay, right? So all we're doing is upgrading your vehicle to get there faster, right? So that's what we did. And you can do it too if you
Yeah.
decide to, because this is one fast vehicle, right? You got to learn how to hold on to this thing and learn to drive, but we can't drive it for you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You've got to learn to do it, right? So that's a mouthful, but that's how it is.
So maybe one more question. We don't want to take you guys' time because we know that you are very busy. Okay. So, like, have you done any businesses in the past
Yeah, we
before
failed in
this?
24 business. Yeah. So the answer is yes,
Um,
we failed in 24, like we said. Yeah.
wow. Okay, you mentioned. Okay. Wow. So,
So
like
one
me,
last.
I did.
Oh, sorry. Go
So,
ahead,
like me, I
Ethel.
did four, and when I saw this business, it just like I was a little bit hesitant to start it,
Hmm.
right? But
Mhm.
I am grateful to God I started it
Yes.
because if I didn't move from where I was, there's no way I can move forward, right?
That's
Amazing.
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
So one last word to our viewers before we end
Yes.
our
Yeah,
live.
there's only one word. Click the link. Whatever link you decide to click, the link. That's where we started.
Yeah.
In 2018, 5 years ago. That's how you start.
Yeah.
Click the link and watch the webinar.
And also for us, we were in our lowest point of our lives, and we knelt down, we cried, we asked the Lord to heal our finances, to lead us to a solution. And months later, God answered through this opportunity. But it's still up to us to take that chance, right? And we always believe in this, that if God has given you those dreams in your hearts, He will always provide you all the resources, all the talents, the time, the money that you need, the people that you need to make those dreams come true. But it's up to you to make that change. So
Mhm.
when you're ready, we're all here to guide you and to help you.
Awesome. That's like a webinar right there.
Thank you. So we got one more person. So from Queenie, she say, "Love it, powerful. Thank you so much, coaches Dave and Roxanne."
Thank
And
you.
we want to thank Dave and Roxanne for sharing your story and your advices to everyone, the viewers. Also, want to thank all the viewers. And for those who are going to be watching the replay, thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of the day or wherever you are in the world, morning, evening, night. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye.
Awesome. Thank you,
Thank
Sandy. Thank you,
you. Thank
Ayodele
you.
and Helen. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.